Maybe we need to figure out what's best for me and not really chase social trends.
I fully agree with that because what you see out there sometimes, it's a little worrisome and you wonder, do the med spas ever say no? Hey everyone, I'm Claudia, and this is Social Questions by Top Choice Awards. Today we're here with Gunjan Maggo, founder of Complete MD Family Practice and Med Spa, Mississauga's top choice medical spa of 2026. Happy to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
So Complete MD has been recognized as top choice medical spa 2 years in a row. What do you believe truly sets your clinic apart?
I think, personally, first and foremost, a huge thank you to all the community members who've really voted for us. I think it really speaks loudly for our trust that we've built with the community, with the people in our community. And so a huge thank you to, of course, to them, to you guys for allowing this kind of platform. But I think what really sets us apart is the experience that someone gets as soon as they enter. Right off the bat, when you enter Complete MD, it's a very high ceiling, lots of daylight, a lot of Zen type experience. And in addition to when we do our consultations, being physician led, so being a physician myself, I feel like we can bring the safety, the medical expertise, and blend it with the artistry and the personalization of, an aesthetic consult, which really allows the patient to feel heard and educated. And with that, I think the biggest advantage I have, which really makes people come back, is that I can say no. The ability to have that medical knowledge. And so when someone comes in and requests, I need this treatment or I want this many units, for me to say, no, I don't think that's appropriate for you. Maybe we try this instead. I think that speaks louder and really allows them to feel that, they're being listened to. And yeah, maybe we need to figure out what's best for me and not really chase social trends.
I fully agree with that because what you see out there sometimes, it's a little worrisome and you wonder, do the med spas ever say no? Or do they just, are they just there for the money?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I love that you do that. We're seeing a shift towards more natural regenerative aesthetics. What treatments are leading this change and how are you approaching it at Complete MD?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think there's such a shift from having that overfilled look previously that people were going for and now progressing towards a healthier, balanced approach to the face. And I think the big focus really is on skin quality. It's on collagen stimulation. So a lot of the players right now are radiofrequency treatments, like skin tightening, Morpheus. A lot of it is also biostimulation of collagen, skin quality with Skin Vive, PRP, exosomes, NAD injections. And so we incorporate all of that because I think a big part of aesthetic medicine is preventative medicine. And it's really looking in the long-term results. And so if we shift away from there, our goal at Complete MD is really to give that refreshed, healthy look without really, focusing on short-term fixes.
Medical spas are becoming more popular. What should someone always ask before choosing one, especially with so many options available today?
Yeah, I think it's great that there are so many options, but I do think that it's a double-edged sword, right? Sometimes you see so many things on social media or you hear about it, but you're not really sure who might be the right fit for you. And so I think the first thing to really ask is credentials, right? Is the person you're going to, are they licensed? Have they done adequate training? Do they have expertise? Is there a safety protocol in place? And I think it's very important because once you look at that, it allows you to build that trust. And so it's good to have a medical director, a physician or nurse practitioner who can have an oversight in your treatment planning and in your treatment itself. Because aesthetic medicine is still medicine nevertheless, right? So safety is important and you want to be aware of who's injecting your face with toxins and other things. So I would say credentials for sure.
Yes, because it's a major treatment and it changes the way you look. So very important.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. How does having a family practice alongside your medical spa influence the way you approach patient care and treatment planning?
Yeah, I feel fortunate to have that ability, to be honest, because I think with my family medicine side or the medical side of my clinic, I'm able to approach every client on the aesthetic side with a more holistic manner because
Mhm.
we look at more than just the face, right? Our goal is to look at your lifestyle, the wellness that's associated with it, the stress, the hormones, what we eat, our medications. And so overall, looking at it in a balanced manner for a focus on overall well-being rather than short-term goals, I think really helps create a more safer and personalized plan for my patients.
A little side question. What do you
Yeah.
think of all the Korean skincare these days?
Yeah, I think the Korean skincare is actually very good. I mean, there's so many natural products, so many natural ingredients in them. But again, it's consistency, right? And I think skin is something that's very foundational. And depending on how well you treat it, any of these other treatments are only going to enhance that for you. So I'm very all for Korean skincare.
Yeah, and of course, lifestyle is a big part of that as well. Doesn't matter how
100%.
well you take care of your skin, if your lifestyle isn't, and that doesn't match up, then it's not good.
That's right? It's just like, if you're working out or going to the gym, but if you're still eating a lot of, processed fats and a lot of calories and not taking care of yourself the other 23 hours of the day,
Right.
that 1 hour in the gym is not going to do much for long-term
Or
care.
alcohol or cigarette smoking.
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's one treatment of approach you feel people are overlooking right now that actually makes the biggest difference in how they age?
Yeah, I think this is a great segue, what we were just talking about, and it's really collagen preservation and skin quality. I feel like up until now, we've been so focused as a community on, you know, volume loss and just filling it with dermal fillers or wrinkles. But I truly believe that healthy skin is the foundation. So one of the analogies I often use in multiple ways is thinking of like how you grow a garden. So you're not going to really plant a seed and expect the garden to bloom the next day, right? So we
Mhm.
plant the seed, but we have to prepare the soil. We nourish the soil.
Yeah.
And once we've added water and given it time, that's when we're really going to have a beautiful garden, whether it's vegetables, plants, or fruits. And so I think skin is so foundational, and healthy skin, hydration, and prevention of that with consistency on skin treatments is going to make that biggest long-term difference where you're going to age well, whereas you're not going to want those dramatic changes last minute.
Right. And I know there's mixed reviews on this. How do you feel about those collagen supplements?
I think, they work in various aspects. Like the true collagen that we're really looking for is bovine collagen. So collagen type 3 and 4, right? And so that's something that's not prevalent everywhere, sorry. It's not something that you'll have easy access to. And when we're worried about more skin, it's really biostimulation. We start losing collagen as early as in our 20s or 30s, about 1% a year. I know it sounds a lot because most of us are in that range. I mean, as soon as you turn into an adult, you're losing collagen. So things like Sculptra, which is a biostimulator, it's like planting seeds or grass seeds throughout the skin. And gradually you're going to notice that, volume return, that hydration, that laxity come back so the skin feels supple and soft.
Okay. Well, where do you see the future of aesthetics heading over the next few years?
Yeah, I think we touched upon it a little bit with the regenerative medicine and changes that we're noticing. So I really think, with so many technologies out there, with so much, I would say, competition in the field, I think we're going to focus more on personalized, natural results that are going to show more rested and healthy faces and confidence. And so I don't think it's going to be just let's fill the gaps of, the face by adding volume or doing some Botox. I think it's going to be a lot of peptides, which are really big nowadays, exosomes. I think it's going to be a lot of neat technology, which is going to allow for better results, long lasting results with very minimal downtime. And I think that's sometimes the main hindrance for people because they don't want to do a treatment because of like the 3 or 4 days they can't go out or they can't socialize or go to work. And I think with the technology, with AI, we're probably shifting more towards quicker treatments that will allow minimal downtime for a long lasting result.
Microneedling, amazing. And I don't really feel like you need much downtime for that. It's like
Yeah.
an hour or two.
Absolutely. Yeah. Microneedling, especially microneedling with PRP, is one of our top sellers here just because it's so natural. There's
Mhm.
nothing invasive that's really being injected into the face rather
Yeah.
than these micro channels that are created that allow for collagen stimulation and just give you a nice glow up.
Yeah. And
Mm.
literally after about an hour or two, you're back to normal. You don't need to take things off
Absolutely.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. And I think with a lot of these treatments, it's, the goal is that it shouldn't really interfere with your day-to-day life. You should be able to go back to whatever you need to go back to within a few hours.
Yes, that's the goal. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Congratulations once again. What would you like to say directly to your top choice award voters?
Yeah, again, I would say thank you. Thank you for having us here for this interview, but thank you for the voters for picking us, for trusting us. I know we are a young brand as of right now, but we're looking forward to grow with the community and continue to learn and kind of, treat them and bring things that they're really looking for. So I look forward to working with the team ahead.
Well, amazing. I wish you continued success. Thank you again for being here. And this has been another episode of Social Questions.
Thank you.